I think large language models are great educators. They're very good at explaining things, but they lack that speech aspect, right? So they lack intent, they lack emotion, they lack, you don't know from their output, you don't know what their social status is, or what their social background is, or what the mood is, and you don't know whether they're exciting about something, right? So we teachers get really excited about topics, and students really love that, right? So one of the things that we always get in evaluations is whether a person is enthusiastic about a subject that they're teaching or not, and that the students really care about that. So it seems to be very important that there is emotion in this kind of educational process. So I think there's gonna be some kind of we're gonna have to figure out how to marry the human aspect, the human touch of education and knowledge transfer, and this kind of transformative experience that happens when you're learning, but also combine that with really, really effective explanation. So, and you mentioned you were living in India at some point. So I had a student who asked me, like, how do I learn Sanskrit? And I studied Sanskrit myself, right? And I said, for the best answer, ask GPT-4. And if you're okay with second best answer, ask me. And this is not even a joke. I mean, I tried it, and I asked GPT-4, like, how do I start learning Sanskrit? And it gave a better, in general, a more comprehensive, and I would say even I'm not afraid to say that it gave a better answer, right? But it didn't give enthusiasm. It didn't convey enthusiasm for Sanskrit in the same way as I did. So I think students are going to be using this technology for sure to figure out how to empower students, and instead of complaining that students are cheating and that they're going to misuse this technology, I think it's more important to focus on exactly what we were saying before, right? So figuring out what is unique to humans, what do we need as humans? What the human even is, right? And what do we do? And how these models can help us, but where they also fail, right? So where are they failing? And how we can, empower students so that they use these technologies, that they learn to use the tools to their benefit, right? So that we're doing better. And I think that's going to be really important, asking those questions, trying to figure that out.